Hello. While I settle down here, as always, excuse the cracking of the chair. So I'm sure you saw from the title of this video, I must have called your attention to something, right? And this very much feels like a continuation for the Divine Feminine Collective that I was reading for on my last video. If you feel called to, maybe you watch this reading and you're like, okay, there's like some piece missing, maybe some key information. I'm gonna link it in the description. If you feel called to it as it is, maybe you wanna watch that first and then come back to this. I also 100% agree that, you know, if you're just clicking on this, this might be just the only message that you need, okay? So that's okay. It does just very much feel like I'm speaking to the same Divine Feminine Collective, or maybe it's different, but you guys are kind of experiencing the same thing the other collective that I was picking up on was. So without, you know, keep going in circles about this, excuse the fact that I am still sick, so my voice is gonna do weird stuff, you know, it's gonna be high pitched and then low, and then I'm gonna cough throughout, but this message has to get through. It has to manifest. There's a thing that's also like a theme for a lot of the Divine Feminines at the moment. There's a lot that is being done in the spiritual that wants to just be in the physical already. It really wants to just appear in your reality, which is the message in itself. So, excuse me. We are starting with these two cards because these two cards in the last reading, and I'm gonna look through that video so that I can pinpoint exactly when I was speaking about these two cards. So the message from the other video that's coming into here, it's kind of like it's seeping through, is you think you are, well, not you think, you are in an Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles moment, meaning you are weaving things into existence. You're very hard at work. You're a very, very hard worker. That could be literally you in the physical realm, like your day-to-day life, the day-to-day thing that you do for money, or one of the things that you do for money, because I feel like you have a spiritual practice as well, or something in the background that's spiritual, but we'll get there. Whatever it is that you do, you pull your heart and soul into it. Everything that you do, very, very methodical, very thought out, very organized. You're very proud of the things that you do, even if they're like, quote unquote, the mundane, the 3D thing. However, this is you, but this is actually you. It's almost like the other side of the coin, right? So this is what it looks like to you. It feels like, you know what? Yeah, it feels like you have been on a spiral, but you think you're going in circles. And no, you're not going in circles. This is what you're actually working on. So while you think you're just weaving and, you know, taking care of yourself, taking care of your home, taking care of maybe your pets, your children, taking care of people around you, going to work, having conversations, all of that, everything, the day-to-day life, it's for you, for this collective, it is heavily resonated on the other side of it and the spiritual end of it. So it's almost like where you take a step here in the 3D reality, let's say a step forward towards I don't know, something specific that you want in your life. So you're thinking, okay, I need to save $2,000, and you're like, okay, well, this is my first 100, right? That's your first step, for example. In the other side of it, in the magical, in the spiritual side of it, it's a big step. It's things that first of all, it's almost like instantaneously connected. So the same thing, like when you have an epiphany in the 5D realm, and whatever realm this is in the spiritual realm for you, instantly the next day it's like in your reality as well. So it's the same way that things from your reality day to day are seeping into And that's an interesting way to put it too. The whole sipping in, like it's almost like it's crackling into your existence. I'm seeing it like a little, it's a slow drop, let's say, but eventually it's not a drop and almost a flood. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things just being stored for you, and it's gonna be such a big change from Eight of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune. You know, it's a big change. It's a big change. I just want to call your attention to this being the same thing, right? It's a web, and you're not the spider in the middle anymore. Now you are wise. You're very, well, actually in the spiritual realm, you're very wise. You're very established. You might feel like you're new in spiritual, when it comes to spiritual things as well, in your day-to-day life, but you are not. When I tell you that you hold a lot of power, there's gods and goddesses that also communicate with you, or you could be a devotee of a couple of goddesses or gods. Yeah, so we're gonna build upon this message. This deck also wanted to come out and play today. So it's interesting. I think I'm gonna leave these two for right now, right here. I don't want to put them back yet. I will though. What's interesting too, when I was looking for these two cards in this deck, because I haven't touched this deck since that other reading, this was at the bottom. Like, I found it pretty quickly. It was like the third card, and then this one I couldn't find it, so I shuffled the deck, split, and literally gave me the card. So that's also like how I know that this is a message that needs to get out. Oh, another thing. So today's date is 6/7/2024. And the reason why the date is important is not that it's the date itself. It's more of, so when I saw that, I was like, okay, 6/7, and then 2024 adds up to 8. So 6/7/8 is also significant. And I had to look those numbers up like as an angel number. And yeah, very significant, very, very significant. It literally is what this reading is about as well. Let me read a little bit for you. Just the little snippets that kind of like stood out to me. So it's a message from your angels that your devotion and your spiritual practices have ensured that your material wants and needs will always be met. That your endeavors both in your personal and financial life are also going to, like everything's going to be rewarded as far as that goes. There's a lot of abundance coming into your life with this sense of prosperity, and you're going to have a lot. So they're saying make sure that you share a lot of the things that you're receiving as well, which makes total sense. You go from working really, really, really hard, almost like if I could put this in a regular day-to-day life kind of thing, but remember, this also is very mirrored in the spiritual. So whatever you're gaining in the physical, it's also being gained in the spiritual, or vice versa. Okay. Let's say you're living paycheck to paycheck at the moment. This looks for you like a big thing where you, let's say all of a sudden you inherit, or you have $10,000, for example, that you have in savings, and you are able to relax a little bit and be like, oh damn, so you have been working towards a lot, but maybe what you've been working towards is not necessarily the thing that's going to give you this big reward. However, the work that you've put in is what will get you the reward, if that makes sense. There could be a little bit of a shift in something that, and we'll look into it, because I think this deck is going to speak about that. They're going to speak about what this actually means in the 3D world for you. What should you be expecting, and what it could also mean in the spiritual realm. Okay. And then it says something about you are literally serving your purpose and your soul mission by pursuing the things that you are passionate about. And the fact that you continue to also pursue the things that you are passionate about, even though, again, you have your day-to-day life to live, you've done really well balancing that, balancing, hey, so maybe if I set a little more boundaries with work, maybe I can work on my spiritual practice a little bit more, or I don't know, you've been setting out time, and whenever you can, you dedicate a lot of your life also to your spiritual practice. It almost seems like it's second nature to you now. There's something about someone naturally just falls into, let's say, active meditation. Someone that wakes up with a prayer, goes to sleep with a prayer. Someone that journals, someone that has a spiritual practice that's a daily thing, that has really, really propelled you forward here. Again, what seems mundane is not. It's what I keep hearing. All right. So let's see what else. These cards are humongous, okay? Maybe in comparison to another one, you can kind of see just how big these cards are. However, they're beautiful. They're a little bit of a pain to shuffle, but sorry, I gotta give it one more. One more. In the split, I saw the Empress. I saw Judgment just now. And I saw something else. Ooh, the Hermit card. All right, let's see. See what we... Ooh, look at this flying out. 7 of Wands. Okay. I wasn't even asking a question yet, but okay. Ooh. And the 7 of Cups. Okay. I'm going to need one more for that. And the 10 of Swords. Interesting. All right. Excuse me. 2 of Cups on the bottom. The World after that, okay. And the Fool on the top. Okay. 10 of Wands. All right. Something here about... It's interesting because we have 2 sevens and then we have the 10 of Swords. But how it looks to me, you see how they look quite literally woven into each other. What I'm getting here is, it's so straightforward. It's quite literally something that you've been resisting. Something that you know it's a clear choice for you. Right? All of this is surrounding this 1 cup. These wands are kind of like, again, doing this like protection of this 1 wand back here. And with the 10 of Swords, it's kind of saying, the divine is saying, okay, well, it's time. This wovenness, this interconnectedness, maybe this is what it's meant. So these 2 things, these 2 cards, like I said, they're interconnected. They're the same, two sides of the same coin. These 2 energies could be splitting up for you finally. And you're finally gonna have a lot of clarity, because the swords are about the mind, right? So where you haven't had a lot of clarity about this, now the clarity is going to come in very rapidly. And this is a clarity that's going to come spiritually and the emotional body as well. It's where this clarity kind of like is what I want to say. I just touched my chest, so it's almost like, yeah, that's where it's almost like that's where it's going to hit you. That's where you're going to feel it. I'm hearing also that's where you can get your confirmation. So when this clarity comes in, you'll be able to feel it at a very much soul level. That's what it is. Oh, wow. So heart, mind, and soul are here, right? Heart, feelings, spirit, soul, mind, the swords. Wow. Wow. Okay. That is huge. That could also be this feeling that you have of like, wow, you also feel like you won the lottery. Like it's a big change for you. And maybe it's not a big change. It's not a big change. This is the thing. I can't, it's hard to explain the energy, but I'm sure the words will come eventually. It's a big change, but not a change in what you're doing. Does that make sense? All right. So you will continue to live your life as you are. Maybe there will be changes, obviously, because you have more means or something like that. But anyways, it's that you continue to do the things that you're doing. It's just that the results are easier for you to gain That's what feels like the Wheel of Fortune. That's what feels like good karma. You know what I mean? Because it's not that you're doing anything different. It's more of like the results from it are more instantaneous for you. You're freed from this hold that you were in. And I think the hold was purposeful. It had a purpose. It definitely had a purpose, obviously. Now, I'm kind of iffy in between. Is this hold something that you put upon yourself, or is this hold something that spirit kind of had to, your guys had to like kind of slow you down for a bit? Yeah, that feels more like it. It could be a combination of things, but obviously you had to agree to this kind of development in your life. But it feels like the divine was intervening to keep you on hold a little bit. It was almost keeping you on hold, thinking you were going in circles, but actually you were spiraling. Does that make sense? I think it does. Nine of Wands. Yeah, there it is again. It's mirrored again. It looks the same to me, where it's, yeah, a lot of womanness, right? A lot of protection, but there's this 1-1 there, right? So yeah, it could be okay, the Wounded Warrior. You might want to look at where your Chiron is at. Maybe you're going through this change of, yeah, that makes sense too. The Wounded Warrior, that wound being opened up, and that wound, it's also how you find a lot of fulfillment in your life. So that could be it too. Oh, like a final excuse me, I'm gonna take that as confirmation, like a final activation when it comes to that core wound, that then you alchemizing that energy quite literally propels you forward spiritually and in the physical realm. Okay, King of Cups, we like that. Oof, we like that with the 10 of Cups. And the Ace of Swords, hell yeah. And the Wheel of Fortune again. And Justice, are you kidding? And the Queen of Cups, oh my God, forget it. All right, yeah, this is a continuation of the last reading, because these are my people from the last reading. It was just in a different deck, but here we are. Divine counterparts. Don't you all look pretty and cute and amazing? Look at that. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of celebration coming your way. A lot of goodness. You've earned all of this. It's been earned through a lot of emotional maturity is what it feels like. One of the hardest jobs, the hardest things to do in a spiritual journey. That emotional maturity. So 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords. I mean, hello. Amazing. Amazing. Again, you overcome so much. You overcome so much, and you do it so effortlessly. Also very happy. You're very, I think you regulate a lot of emotion for a lot of people around you. I think you've started to realize that's one of your gifts as well. That could be also why there's less of a burden on you as well, why you're dropping these burdens. It makes sense. And this Ace of Swords feels like, again, that epiphany moment. Oh, this card is so beautiful. I really hope it's coming up correctly on camera, because wow, there's so much. Literally all of this energy feels like, yeah, it's coming towards you, but it's like literally crowning you with this wisdom, this information. And it makes sense that you're being crowned with wisdom and information, because here you are. This feels like this energy. Do you see that? That epiphany, that like, it's almost like it's flowing towards you, and it also flowing from you, if you will. And then we come down here, the Wheel of Fortune again. Love to see it. Love to see it. And Justice. Love to see it as well. I think good karma is really what I want to say here. These two cards, that's really all they're saying to me over and over again. Good karma, very good karma. It's time for you to be on top. I think you spend a lot of time, not necessarily down, you spent a lot of time in the wheel, if you will. You've spent a lot of time through your cycles. You've honored your cycles already as well. You've honored them in the physical, you've honored them in the spiritual. So now it's time for, not necessarily that the scales need to tip towards you, but it's time for the scales to be even. This is what this feels like. Okay. Wow, that's beautiful, actually. It feels like, I almost want to keep, this is the second time this happens to me, but I keep wanting to call you pile one, and there's no piles here. I'm just doing a reading. So I don't know if you saw like a reading recently and you picked pile one, or you're going to see a reading after this and you're going to pick pile one. There's something about that somewhere. It's not even one of my videos. I just know there's a pile one significant here. But what I was saying is it's a beautiful thing where the scales are even. So for you, your scale is whatever you do at the 8 of Pentacles is actually a 10 of wheels, a Wheel of Fortune moment for you. That's how your scales are, okay? I love that. I love that so much. I also love that this is 10 and this is 8, even though this is the 8 of Pentacles, not justice. I also like that yeah, these readings coming full circle. It's, as a reader, it's so rewarding, but like in general, it's amazing to see. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that strength. Oh, I love it so much. Usually strength and justice are, you know, the numbers are switched. All the major arcana here at the end for you. Yeah, so much transformation. I love the strength card because this light coming in almost feels like this, that I was saying this information. Yeah, confirmation. This information is crowning you with wisdom. Yeah, this is what this feels like. The snake here, though, sometimes is menacing to me. Sometimes is more of a companion. Right now, the snake that is in this card is almost like a double-edged sword for you. It's really interesting. This is the energy of you reaching into your shadow and bringing forth what you need, that clarity that you need, but also making sure that you keep your shadow in check, but your shadow also keeps your light in check. Does that make sense? There's a lot of balance here. You're very well balanced. It makes sense. Again, you're very well balanced as well, because if I'm just reading for you and I'm not reading this as a counterpart for you, this is literally divine masculine and feminine energy, very, very, again, balanced. And we love to see that. That's what we like to see. That's how you truly are in an Empress mode, you know? You gotta be balanced. All right. One more card, I think, from this deck. And I think ooh, we got a little flip. All right. The Prince of Wands. What I'm getting from this card, ooh, death at the top of the deck there. Okay. Okay. What I'm getting from this card, for some reason right away, I heard spiritual warrior. That could be something that resonates with you. This could be also something that resonates heavily with your counterpart. Where they are quite literally fighting battles in the spiritual realm. There's something about you encountering them in the spirit realm before of you have encountered them in the spirit realm before you met them in real life, or someone that you're encountering in the spirit realm that's going to make a big impression on you. You're then going to see them incarnate and you're like, whoa. But you're not going to remember that you knew them or that you've seen them before until you meet them in the 3D. That is so specific. That is so specific for someone. Wow. Whoever that's for, please let me know when that happens, because that is crazy. I think that's happened to me before, where like I meet someone and then once I meet them, it's like everything downloads, you know, like everything like reaffirms itself into my knowledge, or like, right, something like that. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but there's like lightning here, almost like striking them in the third eye. Yeah, this very much feels like this is not you. This is someone else in this, and it's not you at all. Someone you're encountering, probably. Also, they could, okay, they could come off as a Prince of Wands, but really it's a King of Cups. It's just maybe they're a little bit childish when it comes to their passions or how they pursue their passions. That makes sense too. I want to get one more card for that one there. Ooh, the Hermit. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely something someone you're encountering, not something. And by the way, bottom of the deck, the Lovers. I gotta bring it out because it's ooh, the Devil after that. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Then we have the Princess of Cups on the top. So yeah, where you're a princess, they're a prince over here. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I'm leaving the bottom of the deck here because I think it's important, and I'll show you why I think it's important. But this person coming off as the Hermit, I really, honestly, yes. Because if these three are you, I'm okay with this. I told you too that I saw this card when I was shuffling, but you see that snake here too? This is where you and this person are very mirrored, okay? This person also looks to their darkness for their power. They also pull a lot of, quite literally, light from the dark, dark from the light. They have a very transformative energy about them as well, with this butterfly up here and the skull. Again, this wand, they carry that with them as well. This is this person, yeah. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, that's definitely them. And if you're not, Virgo might just be significant. But also fire signs, all of the fire signs. So Sagittarius, Aries. I'm sorry, I'm like at a loss right now. I'm like looking everywhere. Sagittarius, Aries, and oh my God, what is the third fire sign? Why am I like drawing a blank? I want to say Scorpio, but it's because I'm looking at the cup cards. So Scorpio could be significant as well. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm missing the third fires. Oh, Leos. Ooh, it could be a Leo. It could definitely be a Leo because the way that was a bit like not wanting to come through. Yeah, strength is here too. So yeah, it could definitely be a Leo. Also, if we're gonna talk signs, all right. So Gemini, Leo, Libra. I feel like this is very Libra-ish, very Aquarian energy to me sometimes as well, with the Wheel of Fortune, but also a little bit of Capricorn. I'm sure there's an actual sign for it. I just don't know right now what it is. And then obviously Virgo over here. But I said all of that to like, you see how I'm rambling now? I wasn't rambling before. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, they could definitely be a Leo because now I'm being called to this lion here. Yeah, anyways. This person is very not okay. They're not shy. They don't like their energy being tapped into, but they're the ones who showed up here. Okay, I wasn't. There's something about that. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if you recently have gotten a love reading done or something like that, or you've inquired about your divine counterpart. this person perceived this energy tap-in thing that was happening as a little bit intrusive. This is so funny. It's a little funny. It's a little funny. It's almost like they had to go back and like set boundaries. Maybe that also resonates with you, like you having to recently feel like your boundaries were crossed spiritually, or someone was tapping into your energy. I'm hearing it was probably someone tapping into the connection that you have with them, like a soul tie that you have with them, but they don't even know who you are, okay? Because this is in the spirit realm. It's almost like you're encountering each other energetically in the spirit realm. Either you're getting a reading done, you're doing your own reading, I don't know, there's something happening there, or you're doing divination, and you're tapping into each other's energy, and you're perceiving each other, but you're maybe not perceiving each other correctly. Interesting. And the Lovers being here, I mean, that just resonates with all of this, and it just kind of confirms lions, eagles. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible, all the synchronicities that you have here. The light that they're holding here in their mouths is over here too. There's a pearl there. Yeah, the divine is definitely involved here. I mean, all the major arcana here at the end to kind of just confirm that for us. So, I think, what else do we want to look into? I think I want to look into, I don't know, I kind of want to look into this person now, because they came, they almost came in as a side message. They wanted to be like a side message. But then, you know, that deck ending it with the Lovers, I want to inquire about that. Because we're nosy, okay? I mean, not in a bad way. Only those messages that, you know, meant to come through. Okay, there's something, okay, all right. Because I did this in the beginning of the reading. I don't have to keep repeating my intentions for the reading. However, I keep repeating it in my head, and I feel like maybe I should repeat it out loud. Again, there's something about spiritual intentions, setting boundaries. If you're doing a reading for yourself, or whoever's doing readings for you, or whatever's going on with readings here, it's very important that we set boundaries. As far as, I only want to know what's for my highest good, you know? Because the rest can actually hinder you sometimes. Excuse me, let me take a sip of my water here. Yeah, they definitely wanted me to touch upon that. That make sure you don't like don't take anything that doesn't resonate. Don't try to make it fit as well. There's something about don't do readings for yourself. Yeah, don't do readings for yourself about this connection. It's just going to confuse you. I think you know that already, but you still do the readings, but you don't trust them. It's so funny. Okay. There's something about a pile one. So maybe the next love reading. Oh yeah, that's confirmation, guys. I'm getting confirmations everywhere. I'm itchy. I'm like, I want to cough. Yeah. So I'm hearing the next reading, or love reading, or connection, or divine counterpart reading that comes across your feed. That's a pick pile one, and there should be answers there. You'll know if that's for you. Okay. Look at you again as the Mother of Swords. I love it. And the Ace of Pentacles. That new beginning, that it's there for you. It's there after that that Ace of Swords moment, after that knowledge drops in, after that wisdom with the owl there drops in for you. There's a new beginning that comes with it. It is a new beginning that in itself is a new beginning, and because of it you have a new beginning. There's a lot of a double meaning for you. Everything has like a double meaning. Interesting that we get the Magician too, because I even wrote it in my notes for this. As above, so below is very significant for you as well. The Magician being here, yeah. It's almost like you've collected everything you've needed to get to this point. You are the Magician. Everything from now on, it's a little easier for you, is what I want to say. Sons of Cups, okay. That's Seven of Swords. What I'm hearing here is the only thing that like kind of evades you, feel like avoids you or evades you, what is the right word, I'm not sure, is love. You're like, okay, so I have everything, all right, so I'm looking this way. Love, where's love? Where's that? Why is that hiding from me? Not the Emperor, quite literally. Excuse me. And the Seven of Cups. Why is that hiding from you? The Emperor has to make a decision. That's the thing. They're in a decision making moment right now. That could be why they're inquiring about you, you know, spiritually. Okay. And the Nine of Pentacles. One more. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Seven, 7, 9, 9. Yeah, it's the 9. Yeah, you literally have built. It's your struggles. It's what has built your foundation. This is quite literally even this card looking like a stairway to this. Quite literally, like, that 10th wand, that one that you're, the final one that you're collecting, the final thing that eventually then leads you to a lot of, there's a release here, leads you to, again, the Ace of Pentacles. You're in the 9 of Pentacles. You're very abundant as it is, but no, you deserve the 10th and you're about to get it as well. There's reciprocity. Reciprocity, again, the scales being very even. In the regular Six of Pentacles, someone's literally holding scales as well. And it literally is about reciprocity. So the universe is saying, well, as above, so below. I love that it fell under this. As above, so below. You are going to actually see, like in real time almost, the benefits of everything that you do in the 3D comes in the spiritual realm. And everything that you do in the spiritual realm comes in the 3D as well. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, that epiphany is so important for you. It's almost like it could be a Kundalini awakening here with this rainbow snake. For sure. Look at that. 10 of Swords. Yeah. You're almost there. You're almost there. I'm hearing you're almost there at making sense of it all. It's almost like you've collected a lot of pieces of a puzzle and you're about to finally put it all together. Oof. 8 of Swords. Yes. Yes, you are. You're about to transform, okay? You're here. You're safe already. Yeah, you're good. None of this can hurt you when you spread your wings, okay? There's no need to fear the transformation that's happening here. There could be some, yeah, there could be some to a lot of internal struggle, especially mentally, could feel very overwhelming. I'm hearing, yeah, pay attention to your mental health, and also just make sure you keep reassuring yourself that you're safe, because you are safe. Yeah, you're safe. Everything's okay. You're flying into a new, It's like flipping the page, and it's a brand new, it's not even a brand new page, it's just a brand new book, period. There's a big chapter of your life that's about to open into like just amazing, just good energy. I like the sixes that are coming in now. Ooh, look at that strength again. You've earned this. You've earned this. You've worked for it, and you've earned it. Son of Pentacles, the Star. I only wanted one card, but okay, I'm putting them back. I'm shuffling. All right, let's see what else wants to come through. I'm leaving it there. I had a feeling the reading was over, but yeah, we're finishing again with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, this card cannot leave you alone, and there's a reason for that. Wow, the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune came out again, and Strength came out again. Actually, we have a lot of doubles, except for we hadn't gotten the Emperor before, or the Magician. But as far as major arcana, these three, they definitely oh, not the counterpart. Not the counterpart with the rainbow sword. It's almost like they have a truth for you and you have a truth for them. And it feels very spiritual, okay? It feels very spiritual. It feels like maybe you're meeting this person because of a spiritual thing that you're attending, going to, you're doing, I don't know, you do a reading for this person does a reading for you. Maybe that's how you encounter each other's energy or something like that. That could be significant for some of you. But when I tell you, you guys share this duality. You guys share this being, ooh, you are, so interesting. You know how sacred geometry is beautiful because you can look microscopically and everything kind of resembles each other again and again and again. And then you could also look back and like the further away you get from everything, it also looks the same. Same with this. So how your life looks a lot of duality, like there's a lot of duality in your life, there will be a lot of duality in this connection. How your life looks like it's a coin, right? You flip it to one and it's the same thing. It's almost like you guys are two sides of the same coin. Everything is very mirrored. Everything is very patterny. Does that make sense? There's a lot of pattern here. Maybe some of you are also like into pattern recognition, or both of you could be into pattern recognition and like just naturally, well, that's also like kind of intuitiveness is also pattern recognition. If you really want to look at it, if we want to be honest, yeah, this is amazing. I feel really good. I feel like we got everything that we needed to say. I communicated everything that I needed to, because when I tell you this energy wouldn't leave me alone, I really wanted to make sure that this reading got done today. So much so that I planned the reading at work when I was still at work. I planned it and I was like, okay, I think this is what they wanted me to do. And then I got a couple of downloads while I was driving home. It's like, yeah, throughout the day, it has just been constant. So here it is. We got it out. I hope it resonates with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I want to thank your spirit guides. And I want to thank you for letting me tap into your energy. I want to thank this person for coming through as well and letting me also tap into their energy. I wish you guys the best, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You have a good one.